Hey everybody, welcome to 12 Days of Autumn with Daisy and Christy. We're kicking things off with our first day, which is going to be a school theme. So I have this cute photo of my son from this year. He's not actually in school, he's in a junior kindergarten program, which is the same thing as a preschool. It's just the length of time that he goes. And this is his second year. So next year, it will be his first year of kindergarten. And I am so excited to get this scrapped. It's not the greatest photo ever. There's the way I took it, half of his body is in the sun, the railing is on his shirt, so it's not the best, but he's looking at the camera and he's wearing his current favorite shirt. So I'm going with it. I didn't retake it, I just went with it. It's real life. I'm trying to learn that not every photo has to be the best photo ever. I struggle with that. I really like it when my kids are looking at the camera and being cute. So I like this one though. So we're going to scrap it. And I am using the Little Dude collection from Simple Stories. This came in my surprise September Secret Not Secret kit. I had asked Christina for a surprise kit and she sent me the mixture. So I have both the girl and the boy collections from Simple Stories. That was what my surprise was. And I'm using the boy collection for this. It's going to work perfectly in order to be able to scrap this layout. Now, I'll be honest, I struggled with what to do with this layout. I knew I wanted to use this collection and make it and use it and just figure out what to do, but where to go from there. And my photo, I only have this one photo. I didn't look online for inspiration. Like I wasn't using a sketch or a scrap lift to help me guide me in a way, which is something I do a lot. You will notice I normally have a photo of something to show you what inspired me to create my layouts. I normally have a starting point, and with this one I didn't, which could have been why I struggled. My starting point was just my photo and using this collection. So I'm not sure if that was where my issue was or what, but I definitely did. It took me a little while to kind of think about what I wanted to do. I loved this blue paper. It really helped pop my photo off and I really loved it. So I know I'm going to use this. I was thinking about using it in a funny little shape and use the yellow too. And then I finally decide, you know what, why don't I use these 3 pattern papers and just make the letters ABC. It's a school layout. That'll scream school layout if I do that. So I go ahead and I try to trace with my own handwriting ABC. There would have been 2 problems with that. They wouldn't have been the same shapes or the same sizes because I was freehanding it and I don't know how to make anything the same size. And B, I'm not the best at drawing like bubble letters. So instead I went ahead and grabbed this alpha set and just the ABC from an alpha set. I also received these from Christina back in the springtime. I had asked for an alpha kit and these were included in them. So I'm just going to use them to help guide me so I can cut my ABCs out of the paper. And I use the black for the A, the yellow for the B, and the teal for the C. I really loved the colors and the different patterns it brought. And to me, that definitely says pretty school theme there. I also grabbed the little banner from the chipboard bits and pieces. I liked that it had a nice grounding. And then to add a little bit of something, I'm going to go ahead and stitch each one of these letters in the same color that they are. So it's very subtle, but I love the look that it gives. And it's just that extra texture and it's just, I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just simply took my piercing tool and you can use fun foam, you can use your mouse pad, anything you can do to poke a hole without ruining your mat, just slide it under. If you use fun foam, I honestly recommend just sliding a piece of that. It's normally a decent size for you to be able to work with it the way you want. And then once I finished that, I decided this layout needed a tiny bit of mixed media. Now, you barely see it, and all I'm doing is adding the blues that I have. I think one's Frostbite and one is Jenny B blue, and they are my lighter blues, and I just wanted something, a little bit extra something to go behind my photos. I don't put a ton, and you can see it right above the photo, but I didn't put enough below, and you can, like I said, you barely see it. it's just this little subtle extra piece there. And for me, it was just something to kind of have one more layer, because I'm not adding a ton of layers under my photo. I really like to layer. I do that. On some layouts, I'll just layer like crazy underneath my photo, but I'm not doing that on this one. So I needed there to be something, and the mixed media is my something for that additional layer behind the photo. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I really like this. It does dry a little bit lighter, and it does have, because I used gesso, it does have that kind of darker point where the gesso was soaked in and everything. So it works. I am all for that. And then this is where I'm like, okay, this is good, but what do I do from now? So I go ahead and grab my title. I'm just titling it Junior Kindergarten, and I'm thinking about where I want to place it. I think about spelling out the whole word junior, and I'm using a flat sticker for kindergarten, and I kind of play around with it in a few different places. It actually is going to end up, I'm going to move the banner down a little bit, and then I'm just going to take the J and the R for junior, put that right underneath the alpha, and so it says ABC Junior Kindergarten basically. But I liked how, again, it has, the title has a grounding place, and it's like it's sitting on a shelf. So I really love the way that looked. And then I grabbed this pattern paper, which is, the backside of it is the awesome black plaid. And I'm just picking a few of the awesome bubbles, and I'm going to fussy cut those out and use those as my little kind of embellishing pieces. Now this is neat. I like the way this looks. I add a few up on some fun foam and everything, and I just add them in a few different spots to add some movement around the page, because it is pretty, it's a basic layout for me, really. I do normally do more, but you know, I was struggling, so I don't do a ton more. And then I'm looking at it, I'm okay with it. I had a little tab, I'm going to put the date there, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's still missing something. I don't know what it is, but I'm missing something. And my final option, and what I'm going to do here, is cut some triangles out and put them at the top and the bottom to have kind of a flow and kind of to bring your eye into the middle of the layout. Look at the title and the photo. I'll eventually put in journaling. I just am not sure where I'm going to place it. But that is going to be my final touch to this layout. I still feel like it's missing something. So if you have an idea of what you think I could add to this layout to make it a little bit more, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. I love other scrapbookers' inputs on stuff. I do it with Daisy a lot. I'm like, what is this missing? One answer, if you're going to say sequence, I know it's missing sequence. I've lost my sequence. I don't know where they are. I'm looking for them. They have to be somewhere. I moved and I've misplaced them. So they got to be somewhere. So I hope you're excited. We're very happy to be here for 12 Days of Autumn, and make sure to head on over and check out Daisy's layout for her school themed layout for the day. For today, we're not doing the number of the days, not representing how many of something we're using like we've done in the past. It's just 12 days of different prompts that we're using to kind of represent the themes of autumn. And obviously school is a big autumn activity for a lot of people, and so we wanted to make that day one. So you're going to have a look at my final layout. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. Thanks everyone. Bye.